Hey guys, welcome to Footie with Nemo. We actually I finally found a name. Hopefully it's a fly name, doesn't really matter, but Footie with Nemo is the name. If you haven't so far, get your ass on the subscribe button, get your ass on the like button, help a brother out, and let's have some fun with it. Today's episode is just reviewing the Portugal game against, what was the team? I always forget the first team for some reason. Uruguay. Yeah. So it was Portugal versus Uruguay. And we're just going to be reviewing the match. No other match, just Portugal versus Uruguay. So let's get to it. So first of all, I have to mention the lineup. The lineup of today's match. Starting with Portugal, of course. We started with Costa and goalkeeper Cancelo, Pepe, Diaz, and Mendes within the defense. And then in the midfield, we have Neves, Bernardo Silva, and Carvalho. And in attack, we have Fernandes, Ronaldo, Christopher Ronaldo, and Felix. And then we're going into Uruguay with Cavani, Nunes in the attack, Olivero, Vecino. Whew, these names are ha. These names. Vecino, Bentunikir. Ooh. You know, we're gonna go right in the head. Fede Valverde, Varela. All five of them in the midfield. And then you have Cortes and Godin and Jimenez in the defense. Last but not least, we have Rochet in the goalkeeping. Alright, that was the lineup for you. Now I have to talk about the man who probably was catching a bit of media attention, which was Cristiano Ronaldo. He was ass. He was just really bad. I was thinking about different ways into making this video, making this content, and to describe him in an honorable way. So the best honorable way to say it, yeah, man, he was just dead. I can actually just see it, man. Like, yo, the guy doesn't even help out, and he doesn't come back to help looking for passing lanes. He waits in his center for the ball to head. He doesn't really come back to help out. He doesn't help. He doesn't come back to finish off some passes. And one of the most frustrating things was when I was watching Lionel Messi the other night. I appreciated his willingness and his desire to take on players, even though he knows he's a little bit older and he cannot run with these guys. But at least he wanted to take them on. Now, with Cristiano Ronaldo, he didn't want to take people on. He saw a player, he passed it back. I mean, it was so bad where you just see there's barely anybody marking Cristiano Ronaldo. That's how unthreatening he is. Because the moment you just put a defender in front of him, he's going to look for someone else to pass. He doesn't take players on as much as at all even, man. In this match, I kind of felt like I think he should have been on the bench and maybe came in as a substitute. I know him to be a game changer, and that's what he's very good at. And I don't think age can. I think you can keep that for a while. But other than that, him starting a match, it's not helping anybody. It didn't help Manchester United. It didn't help you. It helped Juventus. But with how good Portugal is, I kind of feel like he's just the one player that isn't. But let me put it like this. If I was to have this exact same Portuguese squad, substitute Cristiano Ronaldo, right? Substitute him out. And instead of putting Cristiano Ronaldo in, you have, what is this kid's name? I'm gonna get his name wrong, guys, but I'm gonna get it right. I'm gonna hope I'm gonna get it right. There we go. I'm gonna get his name right. Rafael Leao, the player from AC Milan. I would rather have Rafael in my attacking lineup than Cristiano Ronaldo. And I'll actually have Joe Felix in the middle, playing as a false nine because he can't finish for nothing. So at least he's actually pretty decent with passing. So just put him there as a false nine. Have Yao Felix as a false nine. Have Rafael. I don't know if he can play on the left, but just put the dude on the left. See how he copes with it. Because I think he's a striker at AC Milan. I think he's a number 9 at AC Milan, if I'm not mistaken. I don't watch much of AC Milan or any of AC Milan. So yeah, put Rafael there with his pace. Oh man, and the guy, at least when he came on as a substitute, and the way he wanted to take on players, the way he wanted to sort of kind of threat the attack, the way he just wanted to, it was more youthful, it was more intensity, and I would prefer him to be in the match. Cristiano Ronaldo didn't add much, or he didn't even add much. And look, I'm a Cristiano Ronaldo fan. I'm gonna say it. I'm always gonna say it. But even me, I can admit, man, it's just not that nice to watch him. I enjoy watching Portugal when I'm seeing Fernandes on the ball. Bruno. Let me just say Bruno because I know I get his name wrong all the time. Let me just say Bruno. When I watch Bruno on the ball, he's so good. With Bernardo, and there's so many great players in that pitch with Diaz. Oh, and Mendes. The guy's the guy was running. Oh my goodness. He's injured, unfortunately. Yeah, he took a knock. He unfortunately took a knock. But his pace. You know, I was wondering why PSG went for him. Now we know. Now we know. I mean, he's so fast. Mendes is so fast, but he got a little injured down there, but I think he's gonna be a good fullback. I think he's gonna be a really good fullback. All right, let's get with it. Let's see the other people. So you had Cristiano Ronaldo modeling in the match. Yeah. And then what else do we have? We have Mendes, who was just he was flying. He was doing flying colors, man. And yeah, he really kind of earned my respect. So PSG made a really good purchase on him, and I got to see him play properly. And he's really good. He's a really good player. And then we have Bruno. I think I talked about him. He was really good. I mean, he scored both goals. I mean, because Cristiano Ronaldo didn't score that goal as much, even if you felt the touch, but deep down that it was his, man. It was Bruno's goal, dude. That's how bad it was, man, that he had to even claim Bruno's goal, man. No. Not Bruno. Speaking of Bruno, I actually had a dog called Bruno once upon a time, and I'm gonna say the story because it's still emotional. And he was a cool dog. I loved him very much, and he was poisoned by somebody in my neighborhood. So it wasn't a happy ending. Let's continue. All right. Yeah, I loved it, man. Pepe was good in the defense. He was really good with Diaz. It was nice. It was that experienced Pepe with the youthful Diaz. And now Diaz is also mixed with a little bit of experience now, given his age. But it was a nice combination. It was a nice defensive lineup, that experience fullback defender or centre back with the youthful one. And I think that's what made Chelsea so fantastically good in the defense. They had that little youthful but also experienced Rudiger with the very experienced Thiago Silva. When you have experience, you mix that with a little bit youthfulness, you have a good defense. I think that's why Manchester United is being praised by the defense. They have the experienced Rafael Varane and they have the youthful Martinez. Real Madrid, experienced Ramos, youthful Rafael Varane. What else can I use as an example to prove my incredible point? Puyol and PK in Barcelona. So much more. I think that's just such a great little combination that works around where what I lack you have and what you lack I have. So obviously experience will lack legs. I have the legs. And obviously the legs lacks knowledge and they have the knowledge. Yeah. Coming to Yao Felix, like I said, he needs to play more in the center, dead in the center. I saw him drift a little bit wide. So I think he was instructed to sort of drift wide, cut in type of vibe and give it to Cristiano Ronaldo. I think he would be much better in the center, playing as a false nine. And as I said, you would have Bernardo Silva playing as your right winger and Rafael playing as your left winger. This is some incredible pace, and I think that can really give some good quality in that team. Very good quality. It's a good combination as well. And then we got I think in Portugal, that's it. They played very well. Neves. The guy I thought he was Toni Kroos. Oh, the dude was passing the ball in all different angles, man. Defensively, he was also good, but passing wise, those long balls, those crosses into the box, he is really good. Ruben Neves was the name for me tonight. I think he deserved the man of the match. As much as Bruno Fernandes, you will give him that, but you gotta give it to Ruben or Neves. You gotta give it to Neves, man. He played so good. He played so good. And we have to also finish it off with Costa. Very bad goalkeeper, but I don't think they have a choice. He's like, who's that? It's like Pickford. It's just crap. But if your country, this is your best in your country. You just gotta go with it. Costa's so bad. He's like the worst player in the team. It sucks to be the worst player in the team, and everybody knows it because you're like, who is that? He's so bad. The guy can't even hold the ball. Bro, keep the ball in the possession of your hands. He's bad. And his mom has to watch that match. Oh, that poor woman. Okay, we gotta finish up. I have work tomorrow. I got work tomorrow. Alright, we got Cavani. And now we're talking about Uruguay. We got Cavani, his performance. I don't think they're utilizing him that well. He's one of the oldest players who are willing to press. He is willing to come and help create passing avenues. He wants to be in with the ball. He wants to play with the ball. He doesn't just want to go like Cristiano Ronaldo. He wants to play, create opportunities, help the team. And I think they just don't utilize him well enough. And I don't know why, but they decided to substitute him off with twerker Luis Suarez, which is, I don't even understand. How is this dude even still playing soccer at all? Like, football. I'm so sorry. I don't understand how. I don't understand. Somebody explain it to me. How is... Okay, man. Let's just continue. Let's continue. I don't like Luis Suarez. I think I've mentioned it a couple of times. Then we gotta move to Nunez. The striker who doesn't score goals. Hey man, he's a win. But let me give you my honest. No trolling now. Let me give you something from the heart. I think he has really good potential. I think he's a really good player. I think he just needs time. He was playing for what's it, Benfica before. Now he's playing for Liverpool. And now his national team. He needs time. He really does need time. But given the fact being put on that stage, he's playing well enough at least. I give him credit for. And I know he will find, confidence, and he will find composure, experience, and he will get better over time. But I think he needs some patience. And trolling aside, I think he's one of my favorite upcoming talents. And despite the trolling that's going around saying Liverpool overspent, I think it was the right amount. He's really good. He can offer so much more than just goals. He's so fast. He does see games. He sees passes. He's not selfish. And yes, doesn't finish, but that's easy. You can train that out. You can train finishing out of it. It was like Vinicius Jr. People used to ask. We kept him for 3 seasons because he was useless for 3 seasons. And you would ask why, and it's like, because he can offer so much more, and we know that finishing can happen naturally, and we can get it out of him. And it's like looking at the player holistically, like Grealish. If Grealish just had a proper finishing, if he can finish off his goals, or let me just rather say, if he can get 20 goals a season, he would be regarded to be one of the best attacks right now. But it's just unfortunate that a lot of people don't see much of his game. They don't see that he does his work rate. He runs in the pitch. He tries to be on the ball a lot. He plays as a real proper number 10. He crosses the ball good. He dribbles good. He passes good. He's a really good player. All right. Moving to Fede Valverde. He did nothing wrong. He was perfect. Everyone else was the problem. Let's continue. And then we gotta go to Oliveira. Yeah, look, I'm not gonna talk about any of these other players because I really don't know them. Since they lost, I guess I don't really have to know them because it wouldn't be fair for the winner for me to spend time. Yeah, yeah. Luis Suarez came on. You know how it is, man. It was a show. He took us to Vegas. Luis Suarez took us to Vegas. It was fun. We had fun with Luis Suarez. What else? Other than that great match, Bruno was fantastic. My man of the match has to be Neves. Mendes, if he stayed on longer, would have been also my man of the match. Then we have to also, in Uruguay, I have to give it to Nunes. He was also good, as well as Cavani. Cavani was okay. Valverde, let me just be honest, wasn't his best performance. I felt like he was a bit off, but he did play well. He did help out in the defense a lot, and it is what it is. I think I'm looking at the talent in Uruguay. They should have had better. They should be doing better. They should have beaten South Korea, and I have to take a bigger look at maybe is the coaching staff that quite bad? Is the coaching staff bad? Yeah, man. Guys, that's a sign it's bedtime. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope, like I said, if you love the stuff, give me a like, give me a subscribe. That's all I need. And then, other than that, have yourself a great week, and ciao.